Good morning and welcome to our daily market update. It's Tuesday, April 14, and we are here with you to see what's going on in the market and financial market, geopolitical news, political news, economic news, and how the financial market reacted to these news, data, economic data, and what we are expecting to see later today. So far, with the escalation between United States and Islamic Republic based in Iran, we could see positive reaction in financial markets. Now, last night, we could see that the stocks market in United States gained very well. At the same time, the positive news that we had from, especially from the AI and tech related companies also, they moved the market. This is while the earnings reports kicked off with the Goldman Sachs gaining amazingly yesterday, could beat the expectations in the market. And later today, we're going to have amazing more earnings to come. Don't forget about the earnings. I have to say actually about the earnings uh, generally we were expecting somehow the positive result from that, but for the first quarter, usually it's not going to be too much positive. So we have to lower the expectations. But generally, the market is positive about the earnings, and that positive earnings also can support the stock markets. Later today, we're gonna have the J.P. Morgan, Jason and Jason, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, BlackRock, BMW, and many other companies. This is while yesterday, Louis Vuitton missed the revenue, but Goldman Sachs could surprise by 6.56% surprise in EPS, and revenue surprised by 1.65%, 56 and 65. That's 656, 165 surprise for EPS and revenue. Amazing reports, mostly gaining because of the higher rates that we had, in recent years. Still, that rates are high, and these banks could gain from the higher rates and higher premium, the risk premium. They were amazingly with the EPS at 17.55. Amazing, $17.55 for $890 stock. Anyhow, the market before market close, it lost more than about 1.8%, but after market close, stock is trading positively with the positive reaction. Later today, as mentioned, we're gonna have more earnings to come, but on the stock, let me first talk about the geopolitical news. The geopolitical news last night, Donald Trump said that there are or some group or some new leaders are contacting us from United States, from United Islamic Republic in Iran, and they want to negotiate. This positive news, while the JD Vance also said something similar. They helped the market, they lowered their risk, and now we can see the VIX down at around 19. This is while the oil price also both for WTI and Brent oil are down around 96 and $97, and gold gaining by $4,800 per ounce, and rates with the lower risk premium is falling down, with the US 10 years bond yields at 4.28, in Japanese 10 years at 2.46. Same situation we can see in Germany, Spain, United Kingdom, and other economies as well. This is while the US dollar index is down to its lowest level in the past 6 weeks, with the US dollar index at 98.16. That's amazing. That's amazing situation. So last night, the Dow Jones gained by more than 0.6%. S&P 500 gained by more than 1%, and the Nasdaq is closed higher by 1.23%. Earlier today, while the futures are trading mostly sideways, positively sideways, Asian markets supporting by political news, at the same time with the positive news from AI related companies and tech related companies. Nikkei, especially the Nikkei and Kospi, gaining amazingly between 2 and 3%. Nikkei 2.4%, Kospi around 3%. Mostly supporting with the AI related and tech related companies. Other stocks are also amazing. In China also we had a surprise data, economic data. I will talk about that, but I have to mention that the stocks markets also, they were amazing by gaining by 0.9% in Hong Kong, and Shanghai almost 1% higher. Let's talk about the economic data. Yesterday, we didn't have much data to talk, but generally after market close, we had an OPEC report. OPEC generally said that still they believe that the world economy can gain by 3.1% as their expectations and 1.4 million barrels per day. They expect to see as a world oil demand to grow daily base on interest by daily base of 1.4 million barrel daily this year. So generally, they didn't change their expectation on the economic growth. They didn't change their expectation on the demand, while they say that now there's a shortage in physical market. This is what the OPEC said, and later today we're gonna have IEA monthly report as well. Don't forget to watch that, follow that, and that will be very important to see. After yesterday, our yesterday morning update, we had the most important news was the building permits in Canada falling by 8.4% in February. In United States, existing home sales fell by 3 point, the speed is fell by 3.6%, down from previous 4 million, 4.13 million to 3.98 million units. That says that the housing market is, because with the higher rates and prices, the housing markets still is under pressure this month as well. Today's surprise was in China, with the export increasing only 2.5%, while the imports jumped rapidly by 27.8%. That says a lot. That says a lot because China's economy had so far many problems in recent years, telling us that the Chinese economy says that we are really under pressure in the Chinese economy was really under pressure as uh, the domestic demand was lower. And now with this demand, while the demand we can see around 27%, 28% jumping by 27, 28% says that the Chinese domestic demand is increasing, and this higher domestic demand telling that we can be positive about future movements. This is about the China. In Australia, on the other hand, we had consumer sentiment falling by more than 12%. And business confidence down to minus 29. That shows that we have to face more problems and more issues in the Australian economy as the central bank also higher the rates in its previous meeting, and now with the ongoing geopolitical tensions that can affect the prices in Australia, we can expect more hard days for Australian economy. In Germany, whole price index WTI increased by 4.1% annually and 2.7% monthly in March, showing the direct effect of ongoing geopolitical tension. In the Ukraine war, the European economy heated much more compared with other economies, especially with the United States. And that same thing happening here. In Spain, inflation annually in March increased by 3.4%. 3.4%, while monthly it increased by 1.2% monthly gain. Core inflation increased by 2.9%, while that was 2.7% in February report. Later today, we will have more data to watch, especially in the United States, with the PPI producer price index in the United States will be very important. We will see how ongoing geopolitical tensions can affect the production market in the United States, while the Red Book retail sales annually in week, which is reporting bi-weekly. We'll see how annually it came. Last week, it increased by 7.6%. That was an amazing number. Amazing number that was yesterday. However, today, more than economic data, it's the central bank's day. We will have the central bank's speakers from United Kingdom, Europe, and United States central banks, BOE, ECB, and Federal Reserve. And now those speakers will tell us more data and will give us more outlook about the central bank's decisions, central bank's outlook, and what you're expecting from the economy in recent days. That will be very important. You shouldn't forget to watch and follow them. Yeah, that was what happened and what we're expecting for this. For generally, what our expectation for later today is that with this, if the geopolitical news continue to be a positive, we don't have the negative news from that side, the stock market, with the ongoing AI-related positive news, with the earnings reports, with the positive news from the geopolitical positive news. Generally, we are positive about the stock market today, positive about the gold and currency, other currencies compared with against US dollar. But we are expecting to see US dollar lower, oil price lower, and bond yields as well. That's our expectation. If only things change, especially in geopolitical news, that can be reversed. But overall expectation is this. Thanks for your attention. Hope it was useful for you. Talk to you again tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye bye.